Hey everyone, I'm at the National Drive Electric Month event in Kalamazoo, and there's something new here. I'm charging my Zero motorcycle off of an F-150 Lightning. Now that in itself is not new. This particular model does not have the Pro Power 30 amp 240 in the bed, but it does have the 120 volts 20 amp under the frunk. But what's a little bit different today is we're using a Grizzl-E Mini, and we're actually getting beyond the 12 amps. First, let's look at how to get into the Grizzl-E Mini web interface. While Grizzl-E does have an app, it's not required. Plug in the Grizzl-E Mini so it gets power. In this case, I recommend the NEMA 515 120 volt adapter, which is included. Once the unit has power, which you can confirm by the blue light, it creates a web hotspot. Use any device that has Wi-Fi capability like a smartphone, tablet, or laptop. Find the Grizzl-E Mini hotspot and connect to it. You may get a notification that it doesn't have internet access, but that's okay. Next, use a web browser like Chrome to connect to the IP address 168.192.4.1. There are a lot of functions on different tabs, but we're going to focus on the max amp setting. So if you use a TT-30 adapter, this is 120 volt 30 amps, or you can charge it 80% 24. The problem is typically the Grizzl-E Mini, when it sensed 120 volts, it would only let you charge up to 12 amps. The setup we have right now is a little different. I've gone with a regular NEMA 520 here, which is the standard outlet, into a NEMA 1450 adapter going through here. Now this thing senses that it's 120 volts, and therefore originally was only giving me 12 amps. If you use the web interface for Grizzl-E, there's this little button here that says 120 volts. You can take your amp limit. So now you can take your amp limit further than 12 amps. Originally it was there. And you can see my bike would show 1.1 kilowatts, which is about right. But now if I take this up to, I'm going to go up to 16. So that would be 80% of the 20. And now I'm charging at 1.7. So what that means is you can now use this one, which is 120 volt up to 30 amps. So again, 80%, 24 amps through the NEMA 1450 adapter, and you can get the full power that is available with that adapter, which wasn't available before. I'm pretty sure that my Grizzl-E Mini does not have that option, but now I'm not sure of myself. I got to fire that one up and look at the web interface, and if it doesn't, I might see if Grizzl-E will do a firmware update so I can do that. So if you have a Grizzl-E Mini and you haven't used that feature, check it out. Sometimes you do run into a TT-30. Hope you found this useful, and we'll see you next time.